Hey students, so we are going to continue on with the proofs. So I am on your segment proofs reference page of notes. We did all of these together. I want to point out some things to you. Um, Remember, when you're doing a proof, if you see a vocab word, the definition of that vocab word will most likely be used somewhere in the proof. Usually it's the next step, but it can skip a step. Transitive usually happens in 3 steps unless they've combined 2 steps together. Okay, that. Anytime you are looking at segments, you probably are going to have to use segment addition postulate. And you always have to look at the segment in order to know what to write down. Okay. The part about substitution and transitive. Substitution we can use if you're taking something out and putting something in its place. We'll use substitution for that. Transitive we can use if it's like the engine to the caboose, A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. We're taking out something that's the same. Typically, transitive isn't used when you have addition and subtraction, but you can. So I'm going to show you again both ways. Another thing, this step right here is so dependent on who's writing the proof. Sometimes, just to give you the reason why we use this. Okay, do you see how this proof starts with congruent and ends with congruent? Everything that we use with our properties, we use with property of equality. So if we change this to a property of equality, then these make more sense, and then we change it back to match what the proof statement is. Like substitution isn't a property of congruence, it's a property of equality. So that's why we have to change that. Okay. Something else to point out, if you have a vocab word at the very end, definition of that vocab word will be at the very end. Then your addition and subtraction, make sure that you are adding something on the left and right, or you're subtracting something from the left and right. Proofs are not easy. Okay, I'm going to give it to you. Proofs are not easy. But the more you do, the better you get.